Welcome back to Snowfog Outdoors. Today's video is a VR for my good buddy Joseph Russell. Joseph is having his 166 subscriber appreciation giveaway, and I believe he's at like 207 or 208 right now, so congrats on those subs, brother. Well done. A lot more to come. You got a good channel. And what he wants to see is our emergency or survival fishing kits. I have a couple things here on the table that I take with me, always have on me, or are always in my pack. But before I get into that, usually it's hard to find little containers to put our fishing kits in. This is just a picture hanging kit that you can get at the famous and awesome Dollar Tree for $1. And of course it comes with all the picture hanging hardware in there. But it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little sections in it. I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to dump all these nails and hangers out of there. But it's really worth it to go there and pick one up for $1 to put your little fishing kits in. You know, just put this other hardware in a different container of some sort or a baggie. So that's just a little something I wanted to bring up. Now, when I go out, I always have some type of fishing implements with me. Whether it be just sticking something in my pocket for the day, if I know I'm going to be out somewhere near water and I'm going to be spending the day, I'll just throw this in a cargo pocket. If I'm going somewhere that I'm not familiar with, and there's a chance that I may stay out there or have to stay out there, I'll throw a little bit bigger kit in my bag. This is normally my go-to kit right now. It's empty because I had it all rigged up for New York fishing, and the fishing in North Carolina is totally different. So I'm working on getting this together. I had, I think, 2 different test lines on here. One was like a 10 and one was like a 20, but I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 different pound tests of spider wire on there because it's a lot easier to use. And then I fill this up with a couple survival items and all of my lures, sinkers, weights, whatever I'll need and for whatever I'm fishing for. And what I did is I made this out of a piece of PVC. This came with, I believe, the cap on the end here, just the cap on the end. I'm not going to take it off because it's obviously all put together. And then I just got a end cap, put it on there, drilled a hole, put a piece of paracord on it to hang from a carabiner or, you know, to run through a belt loop so I don't lose it. And then I just fancied it up with a little bit of camo, Gorilla Tape, Ranger bands, and some electrical tape. This is the handle part. What I'll do is I'll take this off, empty the contents out, have my line on there, and then just, you know, fish from this end and reel it up. So that's my go-to survival fishing kit or anytime fishing kit when I go out. I just have to rig it up for North Carolina. Recently acquired a couple Yoyos. Excuse me. Most of you are familiar with what Yoyos are. You can just, you know, bait them up, hang them on a tree, and let them sit there and go about your business for the day. Come back and 9 times out of 10 you'll have a fish on them. So I do take a couple Yoyos with me. Normally when I'm going to go out, if I know I'm going fishing, I'll obviously take fishing gear, you know, the proper fishing gear. But like I said, if I'm just going to go out and wander around, go to places I don't know, look on the map and see, you know, if there's water nearby or whatever, I'll throw some stuff into a small pack or a bag or something and throw it in my pack and take it with me. This is also a new acquisition. This came in my Apaco box this month. This is a Cuban fishing yo-yo. This is more of a survival type setup where you would put this in like your car kit or your truck kit and always have it with you, or you could just throw it in your pack for the day if you're going to go out and do some fishing. I'm not sure what pound test is on there, but basically, as you can see, it has this rig, this heavy, like a liter with an egg weight on it. I call these catfish rigs. I don't know what everybody else calls them. And you can see there's a place for the hook here. I don't want to take it apart just yet, but there's a pretty big hook on there. These type of kits will catch you panfish, small fish. These are meant to catch big fish. You don't have to obviously keep the large hook on there, but you can rig it up for whatever you're fishing for. Made, like I said, car kit, truck kit, a bug out bag. And what you do is you unhook it, obviously, put your bait on there. And depending on if you're left or right-handed, this is where you'll throw it. So the line comes off of this beveled part right here. And then you just reel it in as you're fishing. I will be taking this out and giving it a test drive. And I'll show you how it works. But right now, I don't want to take it all apart and get into it. But I will definitely have this in my pack at all times when I'm away from my comfort zone. Just if I run into any water, I think it's going to be fun to fish with, fun to play with. And you'll be seeing this in action very, very, very soon. I did get my fishing license finally, so I will be out doing some fishing. All right, let's start out with the pocket kit. This is basically nothing more than a heavy-duty plastic bag with camo Gorilla Tape on it. And in here I have just some cotton braided cord to use as line, bow drill, what have you. I also have, I believe this is 30-pound fluorescent test line. I don't remember the manufacturer. I think it may be Berkeley. I'm not sure. I have a small weighted bobber. I mean, you're not going to catch, you know, muskies or anything huge with this, but all right, that's it. And another fluorescent weighted bobber. And this is my little teeny tiny fishing kit. You can see at the top I have some of those picture frame holders that you just screw in to a stick and they work as eyes to run your line through. And I have a hook right there as well. I have different types of artificial lures. I gotta tell you, these little shad looking things work great for anything. I have a couple different styles in there. I also have a jig hook. My fingers are in the way. A small trout lure. And everything's tangled up. Go figure. Oh, come on. I know I'm going to stick myself good here. This is just a trout fly that I tied onto a piece of line. It's another little trout fly or panfish lure. Got a heavy duty swivel. I have a bunch of weights in here of different kinds. Another larger jigging hook. Let me dump this out. It's just so much easier. I have a small leader. Various hooks, swivels, split shots, and one weight. So that is it for that kit. And this, you know, can get you quite a bit of fish. depending on what's in the water where you are. I mean, you can't go wrong with a kit like this. You'll get something. So let's just throw this in here. Ow, I told you. See? Never, ow, fails. I always do that. You gotta see me when I'm fishing. Talk about needing a first aid kit. Alright, so we're gonna set this one back here. I'll put it together later. And now on to the, I'm out of here for the weekend. Maybe I'll see you in a week kit. It's just if I don't want to drag a whole lot of fishing gear with me. Okay, get this here and here. In the top, I have some Gorilla Tape with some stormproof matches. Let me move it closer. A piece of aluminum foil, and inside that, excuse my hand, is just some 60 grit sandpaper. I have a plastic bag all rolled up with various hooks, swivels, and I think that's it in that little bag. Yep, just hooks and swivels. I have about 100 or more feet of 40 or 50 pound test line. I have a roll of 1-inch Gorilla Tape, and in the middle is a monster tab. And I don't know if you've ever seen the videos, but you can actually take a tab off of a can and make a fish hook. That's basically why I have that in there, in case I am a terrible fisherman that day and I lose all my hooks and I get snagged, whatever. I have the option of using that can tab as a hook. This is just more lures. Various kinds of lures and some swivels there. And then I also have, I'm not going to take them all out, some split shots and some bullet weights, just various sizes. Oh, that doesn't want to come out of there. I have some number 36 bank line. I want to throw it on a stick and fish with that, or unravel it and reverse wrap it. And I also have it for bow drill if I need it. It's just good to have a little extra cordage with you. You're probably wondering what this is. Well, it's a little piece of paracord that you can take and pull the inner strands out, fluff out the nylon sheath, and make little jigging flies, or if you're fly fishing, these make, believe it or not, really great lures. I have it in the neon yellow. I have them in some black and orange camo, and I also keep some regular neon orange neon orange paracord in here. Very simple. You just, like I said, pull them out, fluff up the outer nylon sheath, thread a hook through there, and you're fishing. And here I have just some jigs. Different, I'm going to do it this way. Different colored jigs, different size hooks. I just don't want to unwrap it all and take it out and have a mess. I keep a razor blade in there. Another small bobber with a weight on it. Another small steel leader. And in here I have some paper clips and some more of those eyed picture hanger thingy-mabobbers. Just if I have to fashion a rod out of a stick and I don't want my line getting all twisted up. A regular bobber. And right here, let me do it this way. Oh, bother, they all came out. In the other compartment, You know, I knew they were going to do that. I keep a couple large hooks in this compartment up here. These are little chem lights that you can break. They come with a small rubber band, and you can tie it onto your rod or your stick to fish at night. They're really handy little things. I use them a lot for night fishing. There's all my weights and goodies that came out. And in this straw, I have some lighter test. I think this is like 6 or 8 pound test, and I probably have about 50 feet in there. Here's the rest of my weights and stuff. I have a larger weighted bobber. That's so you don't have to put a lot of split shot on your line or any other type of weights. You can just basically rig it up with the bait you want, and the weight on this bobber will help your cast to go a little bit further. Alright, and last but not least, I have some more fake bait. Those little chubs, they work great in a fake worm. And then here I have wrapped up a setup that is all steel with a very large hook. So if I'm in an area that has some large fish with some weight and spunk to them, it's not going to break my fishing line. And hopefully I won't lose that fish. So, Joseph, my friend, these are my kits. And I said, yes, you'll be seeing them in action pretty soon here in the future. I'm dying to get out and go fishing. Every time I see Carolina Chris out fishing, I'm like, I gotta go. And he keeps telling me, go today, go today. But now I finally got my license, and I'm going to get out there, and I'm really excited about trying this Cuban yo-yo and showing it to you guys. And I hope I get a really big fish on it for you. And then once I get my hobo rig set up here, I'll do a video on it and show you how I set it up, what I keep in it, and how I fish with it. So, Joseph, that's it, dear. I'm going to enter your contest. I'm not going to claim the prize, however. I would like to pay it forward to Mr. Winkler. I'm sorry, I forgot your first name. But we all know him. He's been a sub of mine for a very long time. And I'm sorry, I'm just having this massive brain hemorrhage, brain fart. I shouldn't say that. Robert Winkler, that's his name. I knew it would come to me. I saw your comment on Joseph's VR video, and I really like it if you could win this giveaway. So I'm going to give you my entries for this, or my entry, and hopefully, if I'm lucky enough to get picked, I'll be forwarding on to you, Robert. So good luck everyone, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.